He so effective from your point of view tonight?
Oh, just his breaking ball was really good. It was more of a downer and change up. Tried to slip a fastball, by Ruiz. He hit a homer. Other than that, we didn't hit him very hard. Um, Souza lined out to second, but a lot of balls. We just didn't square him up. He did a good job at two different times. He had 3-0 count, came back and got the hitter, and yeah, just didn't have a good day.
Is it, I don't know, any extra difficulty when you're preparing for a guy like Vieg and Aoki's a they're very different in terms of styles when all of a sudden you got to face something completely different.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't think so. I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna. I'll give credit to their pitchers a little bit, but we didn't do a very good job offensively. Bottom line, and we escaped a couple innings. They were hitting the snot out of the ball the first few innings. They were just hitting them right at us. We got lucky there, so it could have been a lot worse.
And what did you see from Gibler tonight? Just assessing his second start. I mean, his longest performance of the year, but
Yeah,
like you said, a lot of hard contact tonight.
yeah, a lot of hard contact against him. He got behind the count a little bit, and I don't think he threw his secondary pitches, off-speed type pitches, for a strike as much as he needed to. And but when they got a fastball, they squared it up pretty good. But you got to give him credit. He battled, got through some innings, and I think his best inning might have been the fifth. He got through it pretty quick, and had another inning where he got two quick outs. The next thing you know, I think they had a walk and a hit by pitch and a base hit. That was a tough inning. Great job by their hitters, fighting, chipping away there. But man, I don't know what to say about it.
When you look at what his outing did, though, for you, maybe tomorrow, you had, I think you had a reliever up for him in the second inning, and then he ends up getting you into the sixth. I mean, were you happy with that element of his
Yeah,
performance?
yeah. Like I said, he fought through it and gave us more innings than it looked like he was going to. And then there was a delay there with the excuse me, with the injury, and we didn't know how we would come back after sitting in there for 30, 40 minutes, whatever it took. I don't remember exactly, but he did okay. But yeah, he got us through some innings. And crazy thing was, we had a chance to win the game. I mean, we're right there. We just kept hanging around, and we're really just one big swing away, and it never happened.
You had the rain delay at the start, and then you mentioned Viku's injury that had another delay. It just feel kind of like a weird game, kind of hard to maybe get any rhythm or
A little
anything going
bit,
tonight.
but the way I look at it is the same for both teams, and no excuses there. We just got beat.
Ballpark's played pretty big the last couple of days with the way the winds. Tomorrow it's going to be blowing out, I guess. I mean, how different does it feel kind of gearing up for tomorrow's game, knowing that the weather's going to be a little bit different?
Well, I already talked to the team about, the conditions before the weekend started. We're going to have a couple of days of wind howling out of the south, and then it looks like the wind's going to blow out in Game 3, and that looks like still the forecast. Again, it's the same for both teams. We just need to do a good job of getting into hitters' counts and hitting the ball through the middle. Um, you know, we have to advance runners. We have to do all the little things that you got to do. If it becomes a slugfest, or there's a lot of balls flying out of the park, we got to match them somehow.
Pitching sets up for tomorrow, and do you know who you'll start yet?
I'm not 100% yet. Probably know in the next hour. We're gonna go talk to Coach again, and we've got two or three options that we're kicking around. I think you're gonna go one way, then you saw the way they did this or that, kind of throws you off a little bit. So, yeah, we'll let you know in a little bit.
Coach, in the third inning, you started off with a walk and a hit by pitch. How important is it with a team like Georgia, who's got really good bats? How important is it to limit the free bases, especially early in the inning?
You talking them hitting or us? Or who was hitting?
Whenever they're hitting.
When they were hitting, didn't that happen with all start with 2 outs? Yeah. We had 2 quick outs in that inning, and then bingo, a walk, and then a hit by pitch, and then he gets ahead of the count, and the big DH hooks one through the 4-3 hole, and they score a run, and then they get another hit, and we throw a guy out at the plate. That's kind of the way I remember that inning, something like that. But Yeah, it was important that we got the third out at the plate. It kept it to a 3-run lead instead of a 4, but it would have been great if he could have finished off that inning, and you know, that changed the game a lot right there.
It looked like Aoki was getting behind in the count early. Had like half a dozen times where it was 2-0.
Yeah.
Did the plate appearance change at all, like for the hitters, or
Yeah,
were you
I
just
mean,
letting him throw that breaking ball in the dirt?
yeah, at its second, you know, a few times, you know, we made him take 2-0 because we're down, 3 runs or so, and you know, we're trying to get a runner or two on, obviously, and he come flying back, you know, with a strike, or you know, maybe guys did go out of the zone a little bit. You know, it was frustrating. There's a couple of hitters that went out of the zone on him. Didn't seem very good. Won't mention any names. It was frustrating from the side because we were kind of sitting on it. He still didn't hit it.
Just, do you mind walking us through the decision to bring in Tate tonight instead of maybe saving him to start the series finale like you did last week?
No, we're trying to win the game. We're only down a couple runs. I mean, anything could happen. We weren't saving anybody to try to save him for tomorrow. So I don't know what else I can tell you. I got confidence in our team. You know, 2 runs is nothing. Okay.